Please join with me in the lighting of the chalice. The words, which are different from some of our usual words, are in your order of service. We gather this hour as people of faith, with joys and sorrows, gifts and needs. We light this beacon of hope, sign of our quest for truth and meaning, in celebration of the life we share
together. And as the chalice is lit, may our spirits grow calm, may our hearts go calm. And as we continue to focus on why we are here and what we are doing here, I welcome you into this place. We'll take just a few moments of silence. Good morning, everybody. My name is Charlie Tyler. I'm the pastoral minister here at the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of the Low Country. Thank you for being a part of this service today. You should know that each one of you, whether this is your first time with us or whether you have been here for decades, each one of you complete us as a whole today, and I thank you for that, for your heart behind it, and for your willingness to be here. Those of you that are guests and visitors, you should know that you have somehow come into, wandered into, stumbled into perhaps, one of the friendliest, most welcoming congregations that you will ever be around in your life. Thank you for privileging us with your presence too. As some of you know, January is the Invite a Friend month, and there may be some new folks here that have been here for the first or second time. And so I'm going to ask if there's anybody that would either like to be introduced or introduce themselves on my left, my right, your left. If you would please, yeah, that whole dyslexic thing catches up with you after a while. Anyone in this section, if you would like to stand and introduce yourself and tell us where you're from, we would appreciate it.
Good morning. My name is Helen Meacham. I've been associated with the Unitarians for most of my life and now live in Orangeburg, no church there. So it's a great pleasure to be here. My husband and I came last night to hear David, and it's really great to be here this morning. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome back. Yes, sir.
My name is Bob Radcliffe. I'm with her
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Val Carlo. I live in Sun City, been here about 5 years, and I'm here with my friend Marianne and Chris. Invited me to come, so my first time today, originally from Canada and through Wisconsin. And we've retired here and enjoying it very much, and I wanted to see what this was all about.
Thank you for being here. Some of us are jealous you're from Canada. In the center section, first or second time visitors. Yes, there's my friends. Let me introduce you. This is Hugh Dinwoody and Patsy Dinwoody. They're good friends of mine. They've been kind of watching us a little bit along, and they took a dare to come today. So thank you, Hugh. Thank you, Patsy, for coming. You're my guest. Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, I'm Janet Nancy Wilson. I've been to this wonderful place many years ago when I lived here on the island, but I'm in Saco, Maine now with my fabulous partner.
Welcome. Glad you can be with us today. Any more in the middle? On my far left? In this section? Did I miss somebody? Oh, okay.
My name is Butts. I'm here because of Mike and Nancy. Can't hear you.
Good. I'm glad you're here, and I hope you're hanging with the right people to find out what this is all about. And I'm so glad, as a snowbird, you closed the door on your way down. Anybody else in the middle? My far left, first or second time guests. Those of you that are here for the first time, second time, thank you so much for taking a dare to come into a place to ask questions and to begin a search in your own spiritual life. I hope that you find some of your answers here, and you should know that once you find that answer, we will immediately begin to question it, because that's what we do with our answers, isn't it, Gordon? If you would do us a favor, if you've never filled out one of those yellow cards, kind of look around. You should see one in the pew pack in front of you. Fill it out and put it into the collection plate when it comes around. And you should also know that as the collection plate is coming around, because you are our guest, we would like to let you have the opportunity to let that basket pass until you have more responsibilities here. So then we'll shake it in front of you. No, we won't do that. There's a number of announcements that I want to bring to your attention. I'm probably going to forget some. One of them has just come to me in a text. The cookbook has made a profit of $1,500 so far. Yeah. And I'm told there's many, many more, and it's very tiring. So if you would please be finding these out and make some more purchases, and we've got other gifts coming up, so thank you for that. Other announcements. Oh, give me a moment. Cheryl McCarthy sent me this message, and this is poignant today, especially in light of the message I'll be delivering, to join the roadside protest today in Bluffton at 4819 Bluffton Parkway. That's from 4 to 5:30. Please bring signs or just show up, and we'll be a part of making our resistance known. This is our theme for the month. So Cheryl, thank you for that. That's at the location where we were last week, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, thank you for that. If you have any more questions, please feel free to ask me. You'll see that Reggie Harris is going to be performing for us Saturday, February 21st. Last night's program was fabulous. This night's program will be also amazing, and we'll be looking forward to that. Our next movie night, Wednesday, February 4th at 6 o'clock here in this building. It has been selected by vote. The title of the animated movie is Soul, S-O-U-L. You can stream this movie on Disney, Apple TV, or Amazon Prime. All of that information is in your bulletin. If you'd like to come, please do so. Bring a dish and a drink. We need all the help that we can get as we gather ourselves together. Rosemary Staples is traveling to Columbia, South Carolina, Tuesday, January 27th, to attend a statewide coalition of conservation voters concerned with increases in Dominion Power billing. Please speak with Rosemary Staples if you're interested in going with her. Rosemary, if you would stand just for a second, if you would be interested in going to this on this coming Tuesday, see this lady in green, and she will make sure you get there. Anything else?
We are the north steps of the state capitol. It's a fun thing. And they get to talk with our legislators. So if you want to go, let me know, and I'll tell you more information.
Thank you.
Interrupting, but
Thank you, Rosemary. Also, we continue to need help with the nursery. As we continue to grow in our younger areas, we need more and more folks who will be willing to sit with the nursery from time to time. This usually is about once or twice every few months, and so it's not a tremendous demand. And speaking of children's Sunday school, the Sunday school class is collecting magazines for collage and craft projects. And so if you have some old magazines that are presentable to children, to the Sunday school room, or give them to Amy Hetzel, and we will use them appropriately. Those of you who are interested in becoming a member here, we do so through a training program we call Path to Belonging. This 3-session series is a welcoming way to learn about our faith, Unitarian Universalism, who we are, what we value, and how things happen here in this congregation. It's designed to give you space to ask questions, connect with others, get the information that you need. And if you feel led at the end of that 3-week training period, you will have the opportunity at your volunteer spirit to sign the membership book, and that will make you an official member. We will start February 8th at about 12 o'clock, I believe. 12:30, we'll meet back here in the sanctuary after our talk back. The February 8th, February 15th, February 22nd. So please let us know if you'd like to be a part of that. Ann Harrison is here. Ann, would you stand? So if you're interested, talk to this lady here, and she'll give you all the answers to the universe. Thank you. We need greeters at our front door. Some of you were greeted as you came in, and that makes all of us feel warm and welcome. If you feel like you're that kind of person, then we would love for you to step forward and volunteer as a greeter for that. Please see Linda Klingman. I don't know that Linda is in the room, or me, and we'll make sure that your name gets on that list. We've already talked about the invitation. This month, we have been inviting our friends to be a part of our service. And so those of you that have taken advantage of that and been here, Mike, thank you for that. And I pray that this is a meaningful and moving moment in your life. Small group dining is continuing on. Your membership committee has already contacted you, or should have contacted you, about the group that you've signed up for. Those are some good and fun times. I have hard news about a person that's very important to our congregation. David and Sarah, who has pretty much been the center and core of this congregation for years, is seriously ill. You know that he has had cancer for a number of months. And this past week, he was received into hospice care. He is at home, and it is a difficult day for Ellen. And what I would want Ellen to hear from me right now, and David to hear from me right now, David, is you have been the heart of this church for so long. And if you could, you would see that this congregation is reaching out to you and to Ellen with their hearts as well as their arms, and that they love you very much. Keep yourself peaceful, and we will speak again soon. Thank you. The last thing that I think is important to mention at this time is that the Native American tribes who originally were stewards of this land around Malfris were the Kasabo, the Escamacku, and the Yamasee. We continue to hold them thankful as we continue to honor their lives. If you would please take your hymnals into your hands. Turn with me, if you will, to hymn number 361. And may we stand and sing, Enter, Rejoice, and Come In.
can't read it. I just need the first one.
Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your ears to the song. Open your ears to the song. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your hearts, everyone. Open your hearts, everyone. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Don't be afraid of some change. Don't be afraid of some change. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in.
Thank you. You may be seated.
This is a time each Sunday that we share of our abundance. And for those of you who are visiting us, let me tell you that every week we take donations of non-perishable items which are donated to the Sandalwood Food Pantry and Bluffton Self-Help. And when we bring them in, we put them on the back table inside the doors and share them with the food banks that are so much in need. We also share of our abundance for the work that's done in these walls and beyond. And as Charlie said earlier, those of you who are visiting us, please let the baskets pass, because genuinely your presence today is our gift. We thank you for your many forms of generosity.
This is the time in our worship service where we have the opportunity to do a sacred thing, which is to share our concerns, our sorrows, and to share our joys. And when you come up, you will be asked to take a stone, and in a symbolic way, if you're willing, to place that joy in that stone, place that sorrow in that stone, place that concern in that stone, and then put it back into the cairn, into the bowl that's down here. We gather them together, and in that way, symbolically, we gather all of our joys, all of our concerns, all of our sorrows together. And in a way, in the best way we can, try and carry them together. And that's why this is a sacred time and a sacred place. And so if you have a joy that you'd like to share that we can laugh with you with, if you have a sorrow that you would like for us to weep you with, please, if you would, this time is yours.
And I ask that we continue to have no announcements or political statements, as difficult as that may be at this time.
I would like to say good morning. And this will be my last Sunday. I am leaving on Thursday. Hopefully, the weather works with me and the flights and everything. But I just wanted to say thank you for your welcoming spirit. And I have enjoyed meeting and greeting everyone. And I just love you guys. All right.
Some of you may be wondering where Betsy is. She's not feeling well this morning, and so I let her sleep in this morning. But she met Mary a little while ago, and Mary's decided to come and see what we do here. But that's it. Good to be with you all.
Good morning, I'm Clay. Last night was really wonderful. If you had an opportunity to hear David Roth, it was something that he's a gentle resistor, and I tried to make that but it was just incredible, the spirit in this room and the feeling of empowerment that you could have a presence in this very tense time in our country. And I want to also add that the people who work on music in Malford, there's a lot of folks, did an incredible job, and we really owe a debt of gratitude to that group.
Hi, everybody. I'm Joanne, and very happy to be back. I flew in from Newark yesterday. Luckily, I flew yesterday, or I would have been in New Jersey for another week with the snowstorm. I was there to go on a cruise with my sister. It was an 11-day cruise to the Caribbean, and she had always wanted to go. And so I flew up there to go with her, and it was a wonderful time because I got to spend a lot of time with her. My sister has been diagnosed with Alzheimer's. She's 3 years younger than I am. And, you know, just talking on the phone, you don't see it. But I spent 11 days with her, and her memory has really been severely affected. So if all of you would just keep her in your thoughts and prayers if you pray, I would appreciate it. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Kathy Zeiser here. As you know, I have a daughter that lives with me, and she fell at work the other night and fractured her hip and fractured her shoulder. She is in the hospital. She had hip surgery yesterday. They're still debating whether they'll do shoulder surgery because her labs are all wacky. We don't know what's going on there, so that's a concern. So they really are trying to stay from any bloody surgery for that reason. So if you could keep her in your thoughts, as well as me, So I would appreciate, and I do appreciate you all. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Diane, and I know probably many of you are following the walk of the monks from Texas to Washington, D.C. And in this small way, they're all reminding us that the core of what we do is peace. And in this way, they are reminding us and getting people to come out and say that's what they want too. So, I'm hoping sometime in the future we'll have a peace walk here in Bluffton. And that's kind of a lead into an invitation for February 12th, where we're going to start up the peace game again. And maybe you'd like to be part of our peace squad and do some small thing right here in Bluffton to remind people that is what they want. Everyone wants peace.
Hi, I'm Steve, and I've been dealing with sciatica for about a month, and I've been really fortunate that people in here have stepped up for me and driven me to places, to supermarkets, or whatever, and I really appreciate the thoughts.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm a new member here. I spent about 5 years taking care of my wife. She passed away last year. So trying to find joy going into this new year, I actually, with all the dark stuff that's going on in our government and everything, I'll stay away from that political side. But I actually found joy. I asked Leslie, who's a member also here, to marry me. And the concern at first was, would you say yes? Well, she made that misfortune. She said yes. So, that's my joy. I'm looking at there's a bright future for the rest of my life. And, we will try to share that union sometime this year with this group. Thank you.
We have a practice here of remembering those who died from gun violence. And the elephant in the room is the young man who died yesterday.
And on that sentiment, I will place another 2 stones in the cairn for those affected by gun violence. So if you will now join me in reading the affirmation. It is number 569. And please note that this is a responsive reading. So I will read the first stanza, and you will read the part that is italicized. Stand by this faith, work for it, and sacrifice for it.
There is nothing
which has comforted us in sorrow, strengthened us for noble duty, and made the world beautiful. that you are strong enough to work for a great true principle without counting the cost.
I wanted to take an opportunity to reach out to Marcella Palmer to do something special for us, me, today, as we consider our own work and how we go about doing that work, and to focus ourselves and to focus our hearts on that which matters. There is a spiritual, the title of it is Wade in the Water. I have asked Marcella to sing and lead you in the chorus of it. She'll come up in just a moment. Some of you may know the history behind this, that this is very often one of the hymns that was sung by Harriet Tubman and others like her when they knew the dogs were on the trail. And the way to throw the scent off was to wade in the water. We find ourselves, I think, feel like very much in that same situation now, where we find ourselves a need to find protection, need to find our heart's protection, our spirit's protection. That's where my primary concern is. Because every time we open up a newspaper, open up an article, open up our devices, we find ourselves conflicted in how we are to feel. It's time to wade in the water. And Marcella, if you would please come in and lead us.
Okay, the hope is that I am going to sing the chorus so that everyone knows how it goes, but I believe that most people do. And you will sing the chorus after me. This is the first time around. Then I will sing the verses, and then you will sing the chorus. Brian will be projecting the words up on the screen behind me. Wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the waters. Who's that yonder, dressed in white? Wade in the water. Must be the children of the Israelites. God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Who's in yonder, dressed in red? Wade in the water. Must be the children that Moses led. God's gonna trouble the waters. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Who's that yonder, dressed in blue, wade in the water. Must be the children coming through. God's gonna trouble the waters. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the waters.
So the message this morning, focusing on our own faith, beliefs, those things that are valuable and significant to us. Renee Good, Alex Pretty, they have lost their lives in ways that we do not understand. Many of us, myself included, are finding ourselves in dark emotional places. And I, too, am finding myself in just that darkest spot. Those of you that know me well know that I can find rose-colored glasses, unicorns and rainbows just about anywhere. Having a hard time today. And as we begin to look at this and how we are to think about this, we are also watching citizens being dragged out of their cars, dragged out of their workplaces. Technology. Didn't think I was going to preach it anyway. And when we find ourselves watching these things take place, we begin to realize that we've seen all this before, that we've wondered about all this before. And it's a difficult and painful place to be in a country that has such a high ideal. One of my midweek messages called us to remember to keep ourselves looking forward to what has yet to be, for we can have that spot in what has yet to be. These are the times where we need to refocus ourselves on who we are, exactly who we are. A little over 10 years ago, I made my way into this place almost purely by accident. Most of you who have joined us recently made your way here by accident too. Some of you understand exactly that place. And when I got here, I found something that was extraordinary. These values, these principles that the Unitarian Universalists build their lives on. If you have your hymn books in front of you, I'm going to ask you to turn into one of the opening pages that's not numbered, but you'll find this at the top of one of those opening pages. We, the member congregations of the Unitarian Universalist Association, covenant to affirm and promote. These are principles. Recently, they have been brought more into something that we are calling values, but I want to focus on these principles, and primarily the first one. Let's read them together. If you would please, with me. The inherent worth and dignity of every person, justice, equity, and compassion in human relations, acceptance of one another, and encouragement to spiritual growth in our congregations, a free and responsible search for truth and meaning, the right of conscience, and the use of the democratic process within our congregations and society at large. The goal of world community with peace and justice for all, respect for the interdependent web of all existence of which we are a part. Those are astounding words. To actually believe that a group of people can function like this tells you the depth of the understanding of who we are as a people. That first value, that first principle